Welcome into Unrivaled, the Penn State Football Story, Season 6, Episode 7 Rewind, brought to you by Pepsi. Our guest today is co-defensive coordinator and safeties coach at Penn State, Tim Banks. Coach, you're entering your 5th season with the Nittany Lions. How has the program evolved over the course of the last 5 years?
For me, it's been a fun ride. You know, got here in 2016, had an opportunity to win a Big Ten championship, go to a Rose Bowl, which for me, you know, growing up in the Midwest was one of the great triumphs in my career. We spent a lot of time talking about taking one game at a time and, you know, that 1-0 mentality of working with the young men that we have in this program and having an opportunity to come to work every day with a great staff has really been a blessing for me and a tremendous opportunity that I don't take lightly. So it's been good, you know, having a chance to compete at the highest level in the Big Ten Conference and doing it at an institution like Penn State. You know, for me, again, it's truly been a blessing and something that I take very seriously.
What makes Penn State special to you?
I think it's the people first and foremost. To go to work every day and know that we're all fighting and pulling, you know, for a common cause is great for me. You know, having a chance to be in an institution where not only can you play a great brand of football, but you also have an opportunity to get a world-class education. That's something that you don't find all over the country. So to me, that's what makes Penn State special.
Penn State is 5-0 at this point in the season. Coach, how did you prepare leading up to this challenge on the road?
Well, it's always a big challenge to go on the road in the Big Ten. You know, there are no games off, you know. So obviously going to Iowa, who has the great tradition of winning at home, you know, particularly playing at night, you know, it's a hostile environment. So, you know, we understand that the games aren't necessarily won on Saturday, you know, but it's won through our preparation during the week. So, you know, it really starts there. You know, our kids obviously look forward to the challenge, no different than we do as coaches. You know, if you're a competitor, you know, you want to be in those type of environments, you know, and playing at Iowa at night, you know, against another highly thought of team is an opportunity that we cherish and that we were ready for.
Y'all see this? Yo, we gonna feed off this energy. Do what we came here for. Let's be great today. LBU on 3. 1, 2, 3. LBU! Yeah, LBU, the only. Simple.
It's nothing like going into a hostile environment. You know, it's just you and your band of brothers, you know, with one common cause, and that's to come out with the victory.
But make no mistake, they've got all the ingredients on both sides of the ball to be a real contender in the Big Ten.
Coach, how is the defense able to win those little battles throughout this game?
It goes back to your preparation. You know, our kids understand that, you know, Tuesday through Thursday, you know, that we're trying to put them in every situation that we can think of that they may encounter during the course of the game.
John Reed, an outstanding fifth-year senior at cornerback.
Good open field tackling we're seeing from Penn State from their secondary personnel.
Running out of time, Stanley, and he'll go down. Back at the 30-yard line. Getting tackled by 3 Nittany Lions. The handoff goes to Cain.
When they really need to get something going, this is the guy that gets it going for him running it.
And the catch made by Jahan Dotson, first down. It's a Clifford run up the middle for a first down.
He's starting to get more confident.
Coach, KJ Hamler went airborne for a 22-yard touchdown reception. What do you remember about that play?
It's a catch by KJ Hamler leaping for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
You hear the crowd roar or our players get excited. They start to look. So, of course, my eyes go up. And, you know, to see KJ making a play, it is always exciting.
You all right? Yeah. Good job.
Coach, the defense held Iowa to a field goal. How does holding an offense to 3 versus 6 affect the mental aspect on your sideline?
Oh, it's huge. You know, momentum is real. You know, I strongly believe that. and the fact that an offense gets an opportunity to have an opportunity to punch it in, and then you can hold those guys to 3 points, for them it's deflating, and for us, it gives us a rush of energy, quite honest with you. And our kids understand, it's all about holding those guys to field goals if we can't turn the ball over or get it back for our offense down there in that particular situation.
He is good, and the Nittany Lions have a 7-6 lead.
So no touchdowns for the Iowa offense today against Penn State. It's hard to win when you can't get in the end zone.
Penn State, that's a win for them. They go in the locker room with momentum, and they get the football to start the third quarter.
We have to create turnovers. I feel like it's the best defense in the nation, but that's something we got to get better at.
0-0. They've made adjustments. We've made adjustments. It's going to come down to the team that comes out and executes better one play at a time. Let's go.
It's all about us, baby. It's all about us.
Because if Penn State can stop them here and get this football back in good field position or cause a turnover here as well.
There's a fumble. Goodson lost it. Penn State thinks they have it. DJ Mustafer popped the ball out. The Lions do have the football. A huge turnover by Iowa deep in their own territory. There's Jake Pinniger, an Iowa native. He's from Ankeny, Iowa. Snap and hold are good, and it's a happy homecoming for Pinniger.
For him to step up in a pressure situation and do it in front of his loved ones, it's huge.
Jaquan Brisker came up with a huge interception. How did the defense create that opportunity?
And we always say at some point during the course of the game, your preparation is going to show itself. And all of a sudden it all comes together. And now you got to capitalize on it. Will you be ready?
Bad throw, and Brisker comes away with the interception.
Stop now, baby! Big dog! Let's go! What's up? What I tell you?
Noah Cain ultimately helped close this game out for Penn State. Coach, why is he so lethal in late game situations?
Oh, he's so strong. He's so powerful. Obviously our offensive line has a lot to do with it, opening up the holes. But, the way he just wears you down, and he's not just a one-trick pony. Even though he has tremendous size, he's not a guy that has to run through you. He can actually, sidestep you. So I don't always know if the defenders know how to approach him, because you think he's going to run you over, then he sidesteps you. So it's great. I can tell you this. I'm glad he's on our team and we don't have to tackle him.
Important kind of win.
You always like to see excellence work with excellence. It's an opportunity for a well-known, very professional entity to tell our story.
HBO was on campus showcasing this team and the university. What does that say about the program James Franklin is building?
For HBO wanting to highlight us is that they understand that Penn State is a unique program, that gives you an opportunity to have it all, world-class education and an opportunity to play for championships.
I think at such a high level of college football, you're interested to see kind of how coaches lead their programs, how they get a team ready for game day, the relationship between the players, the coaches. Those are things that you can't really get a true sense of until you see it up close. The nice thing about 24/7 is it's very authentic. We try and be flies on the wall and hopefully give the audience that intimate kind of perspective of what's happening inside a program like Penn State.
We stand on our core principles and our core values, and I think you see that within the way we treat each other and the way that we coach our players.
There is an intense attention to detail that seems to permeate the program, and it's interesting to watch up close.
Being here to me has been a better experience than being with a professional team, because you get a much more honest look at what really goes on behind the scenes.
To be quite honest, it's something that we're super proud about, but it is definitely an honor, to be able to, have the world see what I get a chance to live every day.
Coach Banks, appreciate your time and looking forward to seeing you back in the Lasch Football Complex shortly.
Hopefully, man. Like to be there sooner than later. I can't wait to get to this first game so we can hopefully go 1-0.